Good morning, America. Or should I say, Merry Christmas. This is Michael Hale from RedZone Radio. And yeah, I know, it's early. 6 on the dot on the East Coast. Still dark out in half the country.
Merry Christmas, Michael, and Merry Christmas to everyone tuning in. We aren't just getting Merry Christmas texts. I'm seeing a pattern here. We've got messages from Long Island, Staten Island, even a few from out in Jersey. People are claiming they saw, strange lights, big lights.
Lights? Okay, it's Christmas. People put lights on their houses, Jenny. Some people put those laser projectors on their lawns that blind the pilots flying into JFK. That's not news.
No, not lawn ornaments. Aerial lights, moving lights. Listen to this one from Queens. Saw something massive flying low over the Van Wyck Expressway around 5:30 a.m. Red glow, silent, moving way too fast for a plane. And another one here from Montauk. Bright red flash over the ocean. Heard a sonic boom, but no jets.
Sonic booms? Come on. That's probably a military exercise. NORAD does their little tracker thing every year for the kids. Maybe they're flying some jets around to keep the myth alive.
You're such a Scrooge. You can't just let it be magic.
I deal in facts, Jenny. And the fact is, if something was flying low over Queens, we'd be hearing about traffic accidents, not magic sleighs. But hey, lines are open. It's Christmas morning. If you want to call in and tell us about your brand new socks or these mysterious lights, give us a ring. We're here all morning.
Oh, look at that board light up. You provoked them.
All right, let's go to line 1. We've got Sarah calling from Long Island. Sarah, Merry Christmas. You're on RedZone.
Merry Christmas, Michael. Listen, you can laugh, but I'm telling you, I saw it. I was letting my dog out. It was maybe 5:15, just getting light out. And I looked up because the dog started whining, like really whining, scared like.
Okay, Sarah. Dogs bark. What did you see?
It wasn't a plane. I live near the flight path. I know what a 747 looks like. It was huge. It was shaped like, I don't know, like a wedge, but lumpy. And it had these red lights, but they weren't blinking like navigation lights. They were glowing, pulsing. And Michael, I swear to God, I heard bells.
Bells? You heard sleigh bells from a simplistic aircraft at 5,000 feet?
No, not like little jingle bells. It sounded like heavy brass, deep, like church bells, but faster. And wind, a lot of wind. It went right over my house, and the shingles rattled. My husband slept through it, but I know what I saw. It was heading west, towards the city.
All right, Sarah. Look, maybe it was a drone. Some of these kids get these high-tech drones for Christmas now. They're big, they make noise.
A drone the size of a Greyhound bus? I don't think so. I'm just telling you, something is up there.
Okay, Sarah. Appreciate the call. Go check the eggnog expiration date for me, all right? Merry Christmas.
You are terrible. Check the eggnog. She sounded genuinely freaked out, Michael.
She sounded like she's been up all night wrapping presents and her brain is frying. A Greyhound bus-sized drone with church bells? Come on, we need to be realistic here.
Okay, realistic. Fine. Explain this then. I'm looking at Twitter, X, and people are posting doorbell camera footage. There's a video here from a guy in Astoria. It's grainy, black and white, night vision stuff, but look at that.
I'm looking. It's a shadow on a roof. It could be a raccoon. A very large, fat raccoon.
A raccoon standing on 2 legs? That shadow is 6 feet tall, easy. And look at the timestamp, 4:42 a.m. The guy says he heard thumping, woke up, checked the cam, and saw that. He went outside, nobody there. But here's the kicker, Michael. He went back inside, and there were extra presents under his tree.
Wait, what? Back up? Extra presents?
Yeah, that's the other thing coming in on the text line. Parents are confused. They put out the gifts last night, they went to sleep, they wake up this morning, and there are boxes they didn't wrap, boxes they didn't buy.
Okay, now I know it's a prank. That's a YouTube prank. Someone is breaking into houses and leaving gifts? That's the worst criminal enterprise in history. Stick 'em up. Take this iPad.
It is weird, though. We have Dave on line 4 calling from Brooklyn. He says he's got something on his roof.
You take this one, Jenny. I need to look up these reverse burglary reports. This sounds ridiculous.
Dave from Brooklyn, Merry Christmas. Please tell me you aren't seeing flying buses, too.
Merry Christmas, Jenny. No flying buses, but listen, I'm in a high-rise, Bed-Stuy. I'm on the 20th floor, top floor. Access to the roof is locked. Only the super has the key.
Okay, Dave, go on.
I heard a crash up there about an hour ago. I thought maybe the HVAC unit busted. So I called the super. We just went up there to check it out. The door was still locked. We opened it, and the snow is disturbed. We had that dusting last night, right?
Yeah, we got about an inch.
Jenny, there are tracks, not boot prints. I'm a hunter. I go upstate every year. These are hoof prints.
Hoof prints on a 20-story building? Maybe it was a bird. A big bird jumping around?
No, no way. These are deep. Whatever made these was heavy, and they stop right at the edge of the roof. And there are skid marks, like something landed and slid. And the weirdest part? The air up here, it smells like cinnamon and ozone. You know that smell when a subway train sparks? It smells like that, mixed with gingerbread.
Okay, Dave, that is poetic. Cinnamon and ozone. Did you call the police?
Yeah, we called 911 because we thought someone was up here. But the operator, she sounded stressed. She said unless there's an active threat, they can't send anyone. Said they're overwhelmed with similar calls.
Similar calls about hoof prints?
She didn't say, just said intruder calls. But I'm telling you, nobody walked up here. There's no footprints to the door, just the landing marks.
All right, Dave. Thanks for the update. Stay warm up there.
Incredulous? Cinnamon and ozone? Are we writing a fantasy novel now? Dave is definitely messing with us.
He sounded pretty sober, Mike. And the part about the 911 operator being overwhelmed, that matches what I'm seeing on the police scanner feeds online.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wire right now. This is actually... Okay, this is a little strange. I've got a breaking news alert from the AP Wire. NORAD, North American Aerospace Defense Command. Usually they do the Santa tracker thing, right? It's a cartoon map for kids.
Right. My kids are watching it on the iPad.
Well, they just issued a statement. A real one, not the PR fluff. NORAD is currently tracking an unidentified aerial phenomenon with an erratic flight path over the northeastern United States. Multiple bogies, high velocity, no transponder signals. That doesn't sound like the usual Santa is coming to town press release.
Multiple bogies? That means military talk for unrecognized aircraft.
It's probably a glitch, or maybe some unauthorized drones. You know, Amazon has been testing those delivery drones. Maybe they decided to launch a fleet on Christmas morning as a PR stunt?
Without telling the FAA? Without telling NORAD? That sounds like a good way to get shot down.
It's better than magic, Jenny. I'm just trying to apply some logic here. We have reports of lights, noises, and now gifts. I'm looking at a forum post here from a mother in Yonkers. She says, I bought my son a bike. Just a bike. I woke up and there is a fully assembled train set in the living room. The doors were locked. The alarm was set. How did it get in?
It's the chimneyless entry paradox.
The what?
The old story. Santa comes down the chimney, but nobody has chimneys anymore. If this is, whatever this is, if it's real, how are they getting inside?
They aren't getting inside, Jenny. It's parents forgetting what they bought. It's sleep deprivation. It's mass hysteria. One person tweets about a magic gift, and suddenly everyone remembers a gift they don't recognize. It's psychological.
Maybe, but let's go to line 3. Lisa from Staten Island. She's been holding for 5 minutes.
All right, Lisa, you're on the air. Tell me you didn't see a reindeer on the Verrazano Bridge.
No, not on the bridge. On my neighbor's roof. I'm looking out my bedroom window right now.
Okay, Lisa, calm down. What are you seeing right now?
There's a man, a huge man. He's wearing, it looks like a red coat, but it's dirty, like soot covered. He's standing on the Joneses' roof. Oh my God, he's holding a sack.
Is he trying to break in? Lisa, if there is a burglar, hang up and call 911.
I did. I called. They said to stay inside and lock the doors. They said they have units responding to hundreds of incidents. But Michael, he didn't use the window.
What do you mean he didn't use the window?
He just walked to the chimney and he just dropped. He didn't climb down. He just fell into it like a liquid. He just vanished into the chimney. And now I see lights coming from their living room window.
He melted into the chimney? Lisa, listen to me. That's an optical illusion, or you're seeing things.
No. And the sleigh is hovering. It's hovering above the house. There's no propellers. It's just floating there. And the animals, they're looking at me. The reindeer, they have glowing eyes, yellow eyes. They're looking right at me.
Okay, Lisa, I want you to step away from the window, close the blinds, lock your door. We aren't experts here, but if there is someone out there, you need to be safe. We're going to let you go so you can call your family or just sit tight, okay?
Michael, she sounded terrified. Yellow eyes?
Yeah, that was intense. Look, people panic. They see a shadow, their brain fills in the rest. It's Christmas morning. She's expecting to see Santa, so she sees Santa. It's classic confirmation bias.
I don't know, Mike. The police scanner is going crazy. Listen to this transcript from the NYPD dispatch channel just posted online. Unit 4 Alpha, responding to 1021 on Maple Street. Homeowner reports intruder in the living room. Suspect described as elderly male, heavy build, red suit. And then another officer replies, Dispatch, we have the same description on Oak Street, and on Fifth Avenue, and on Broadway.
A coordinated break-in ring? Wearing costumes? That's elaborate. That is incredibly dangerous. If you break into a house in America wearing a costume, you're going to get shot.
But that's the thing. The reports say nothing is being stolen. The police are saying items deposited. Suspects fled scene undetected.
Items deposited? What is this, a reverse heist? Robin Hood?
Or Santa Claus.
Stop. Just stop, Jenny. We are not doing Santa is real on a national broadcast. There is a logical explanation. Maybe it's a flash mob. Maybe it's a viral marketing campaign for a movie that went too far.
A viral marketing campaign that can bypass NORAD radar and hover over Staten Island?
I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I know it's not flying reindeer. Look, it's coming up on 7 a.m. The sun is up. Usually sunlight kills these kinds of rumors. Ghosts and goblins go away when the sun comes up.
Michael, the reports aren't stopping. They're moving west. I'm getting texts from Pennsylvania now, and Ohio. People saying dark shapes in the clouds and bells ringing from the sky.
Great. So the hysteria is spreading. Look, we're going to take a quick breather here to reset. For everyone just waking up, Merry Christmas. Apparently, we have a situation developing. Reports of airspace intrusions, pranksters in costumes, and, well, free gifts. If you find a stranger in your living room, call the police. Don't approach them.
And maybe check the roof, just in case.
No, don't go on the roof. Stay inside. We're going to try to get someone from the FAA or the NYPD on the line to make sense of this.
Michael, 7 o'clock. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Michael Hale, RedZone Radio. If you are just joining us, frankly, I don't know how to catch you up. We started this morning talking about holiday traffic and maybe a few prank calls about reindeer. We are now, well, we are in a very different place.
Different place is putting it mildly, Michael. The bore is full, and I don't mean just the local line. We have calls stacked from area codes I don't even recognize. We have people on the line from Chicago, Denver, Seattle.
Seattle? It's 4 a.m. in Seattle. Who is up at 4 a.m. calling a radio station in New York?
People who are seeing the same thing we are. Or the same thing New Yorkers saw 2 hours ago. I've got a tweet here from a guy in Tacoma. He says, "Just woke up to a sonic boom that shook the house. Went outside, sky is clear, but I swear I see a red streak moving south towards Oregon."
Okay, so it's national now. A national hallucination or a national coordinated event. Look, before we get to the calls, I have to read this wire update because this is actual news.
The FAA alert?
Yeah, the Federal Aviation Administration has issued a ground stop, not a delay, a full ground stop for all commercial traffic in the Northeast Corridor. JFK, LaGuardia, Newark, Boston Logan, Philly. Nothing is taking off. They are citing hazardous, unparalleled aerial activity.
Unparalleled? They usually say congestion or weather. I've never heard the FAA use the word unparalleled.
Exactly. And we have reports of military sorties scrambling from Joint Base McGuire-Dix down in Jersey. So whatever this is, drones, a psyop, a movie promo, the U.S. Air Force is taking it seriously enough to put jets in the air.
Which means it's physical, Michael. It's not a hologram. You don't scramble F-16s for a hologram.
I'm not saying it's a hologram. I'm saying tech, advanced tech. Maybe it's foreign? I don't know. But let's get back to the people. We have Mark on line 2. He's calling from New Jersey. Jenny, you take this one. Hi, Mark. You're on RedZone. Please tell me you're safe.
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm inside. I'm in Hoboken.
Okay, Mark. Did you see the lights?
I saw the lights earlier, but that's not why I'm calling. Look, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm 35 years old, I live alone, I haven't believed in, him since I was 7.
Go on, Mark.
I've had a bad year, Jenny. I did some stuff I'm not proud of. I hurt some people. Financially, I mean. I cut corners. I embezzled some money from my company. Nobody knows. The police don't know. My boss doesn't know. Just me.
Okay. Mark, you realize you're on the radio.
It doesn't matter. I woke up 20 minutes ago because I heard soot falling in my fireplace. I have a gas insert, but I heard soot. I walked out to the living room, and there's a stocking hanging on the mantel. I didn't hang a stocking. I don't own a stocking.
What was inside it?
Heavy breathing. Coal. A big, heavy lump of anthracite coal. And there was a note pinned to it. It wasn't handwriting, really. It looked like calligraphy. It just said, "Return it. You have until New Year's."
Return it?
It knew, Jenny. Nobody knows about the money. Nobody. I haven't told a soul. How could someone break into my house, leave a stocking, and know exactly what I did? And the coal? It's warm. It's still warm.
Mark, that is... I don't even know what to say to that.
Is this government surveillance? Is the IRS using drones to drop coal in people's houses? It doesn't make sense.
I don't think the IRS has a budget for coal, Mark. Listen, If that note gave you a deadline, maybe you should listen to it. Whoever or whatever left that seems to know everything.
Go.
He hung up. Michael, did you hear that? It's still warm.
I heard it. Look, that's classic paranoia. Guilt manifesting. He's guilty about the embezzlement. He hallucinates a judgment.
He was holding the coal, Michael. He said it was warm. You can't hallucinate tactile heat. And the specific knowledge, that's not just a prank. That's intelligence gathering.
So what? You're suggesting Santa Claus is actually a supernatural surveillance entity? He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. That's just a creepy song, Jenny. It's not a tactical briefing.
Isn't it? If we're talking about an entity that can bypass NORAD, enter locked homes without breaking and entering, and leave specific targeted items, that sounds like high-level intelligence.
Or it's a coincidence. But let's keep moving. We have to address the elephant in the room. Or the reindeer in the room. The videos.
Yeah, hashtag Santa is real is the #1 trending topic globally right now. Not just in the US, globally. People in the UK, France, Japan are watching our feeds.
I've seen them. The Ring camera footage. There's a compilation video with like 10 million views already. It shows, well, describe what you saw, Jenny.
It's consistent. That's what scares me. Different angles, different cities. It's always a large figure. Red coat. But like Lisa said earlier, it's not bright red like the mall Santa. It's dark red, velvet or wool, heavy boots. And the beard, it's not a fake beard. It moves in the wind. In one video from Delaware, the figure looks directly at the camera. The lens flares, Michael, like his eyes are reflecting the infrared light back.
The eye shine. Like a cat. Or a predator.
Yeah, and then the feed cuts to static for exactly 3 seconds, and when it comes back, he's gone, and the presents are there.
Okay, so we have a master hacker. Someone who can loop security feeds. That's doable. Hackers do that. Maybe it's a group. Project North Pole or something.
You are really clinging to that, aren't you?
Because the alternative is insanity, Jenny. The alternative is that a mythical being is real and is currently invading American airspace.
Maybe not invading. Maybe returning.
Line 4. We have a medical professional. Let's get some science in here, please. Dr. Aris from... where is this? Chicago?
Yes, Dr. Aris. I'm an oncologist at a pediatric center in...
Chicago. Doctor, thank you. Please give us some rationality. We're hearing reports of strange phenomena. Is the hospital seeing anything? Panic attacks? Injuries from falling coal?
We are seeing discharges.
Discharges? You mean people leaving?
I have 3 patients in my ward. Terminal. Stage 4. Yesterday, we were discussing palliative care with the parents. We didn't expect 2 of them to make it to New Year's.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, Mr. Hale, you don't understand. The night shift nurses reported a wind in the hallway around 3 a.m. The alarms didn't go off, the security doors didn't open, but they felt a cold wind. They checked the rooms.
And?
And?
The children were asleep, but there were cookies on the bedside tables. Homemade cookies? We don't allow outside food like that.
Okay, someone snuck in cookies. That's a security breach, but...
We ran labs this morning at 6 a.m. Standard protocol. Mr. Hale, the counts are normal.
What?
They're white blood cell counts. They're organ function markers. Normal. Not improved. Normal. Like they were never sick. The tumors. On the physical exam, I can't feel the masses in the abdomen of the boy in room 404. We're wheeling him down for an emergency MRI right now to but he's sitting up, playing with a wooden train set that we didn't give him. He says the big man fixed it.
How do I explain this? I'm a man of science. Spontaneous remission happens, but not 3 kids in one night. Not to 100% recovery. It's medically impossible.
Doctor, are you telling me that a trespasser cured cancer in Chicago last night?
I'm telling you the data. I don't know who did it, but I'm looking at the charts and they don't make sense.
All right. Doctor, please keep us updated on those MRI results. If that's true, if that is confirmed, my God.
Michael.
I know. I heard him. I can't process that yet. That's too big. Let's go to line 1. Lisa. Lisa from Staten Island is back.
She's the one who saw the sleigh on the roof earlier.
Lisa, you're back on. Please, tell me things have calmed down over there.
He didn't just leave, Michael. I watched him.
You watched him leave the neighbor's house?
Yeah, but he didn't go up. He went down to the street level. There's an underpass near my building where the homeless guys camp out, under the expressway.
I know the spot.
He landed the sleigh, which, by the way, makes zero noise. It's terrifying how quiet it is. He landed it right on the asphalt, and he got out. And, Michael, he wasn't jolly.
What do you mean?
He looked tired, like ancient. He walked over to the tents. He didn't wake them up. He just touched the tents, just laid a hand on the blue tarps. And then he left these heavy wool blankets and boots, brand new boots, lined up perfectly outside each tent.
He's distributing supplies.
It wasn't just supplies. The way he moved, it was like a soldier. Efficient, fast, no wasted movement. He looked at me again. He pointed a finger at me. Not in a mean way, just acknowledging, like, I see you. And then, zip, gone, straight up into the clouds. The sonic boom happened after he was gone.
A soldier? That's an interesting choice of words.
And, Michael, the police cruiser that was parked down the block, the officer watched the whole thing. He didn't get out of his car. He just sat there. I think he was too scared to move.
Thank you, Lisa. Stay safe.
A soldier. Efficient. Leaving boots for the homeless. Curing sick kids. Leaving coal for embezzlers. Michael, this isn't a random event. This is a mission.
A mission? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a deployment.
We still haven't heard a peep from the White House. The press secretary's account has been silent for 3 hours. DHS is silent. But look at this. CNN is reporting that the National Guard is being activated in New York and Massachusetts to assist with civil order.
Civil order? Or to hunt him down?
Do you think they'd try to shoot him down if he's in unauthorized airspace?
If there is an unidentified object flying over American cities that can bypass radar and drop objects into homes, yeah, Jenny, the military protocol for that isn't leave cookies. It's engage and destroy.
But if he's curing kids?
The government doesn't know that. They just know their airspace is violated. We have F-16s in the air. We have a ground stop at JFK. We have a red entity moving west. This isn't a fairy tale anymore. This is an intercept course.
The listeners are scared, Mike. People are asking what happens when he gets to the Midwest. What happens when the sun comes up fully? Can he hide in daylight?
It's 7:55 a.m. The sun is fully up here, and the reports aren't stopping. He's not hiding. He's operating in broad daylight now.
Reading text. Michael, look at the sky to the west. Do you see the contrails?
I'm looking out the studio window, looking towards Jersey. Yeah, I see them. 6 contrails. Fighter jets, running full afterburner. They are chasing something.
They're chasing him?
They're moving fast, and I don't see the sleigh, but I see the jets. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Pennsylvania or Ohio area, look up. But stay inside, because if the U.S. Air Force engages, this Christmas is going to get very loud, very quickly.
Oh my God.
8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome back to RedZone Radio. I'm Michael Hale.
And I'm Jenny Slater.
If you were just joining us, or if you're stuck in the gridlock on the I-95 or the LIE, we don't really know what to tell you. Usually we'd be giving you the traffic on the 1s and 2s, but the traffic map is just red. The entire board is red. Manhattan is locked down. The bridges are parking lots.
It's not just traffic, Mike. The power grid is flickering. We've had 3 brownouts in the studio in the last 20 minutes. Con Ed is reporting load imbalances all over the Northeast. But it's not because everyone turned on their ovens at once. The surge protectors are going haywire.
We're getting reports of magnetic anomalies, compasses spinning, GPS signals drifting. It's like the electromagnetic field of the planet is adjusting. Adjusting to what? We don't know.
We have a statement from the Pentagon, finally. It's brief, it's vague. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. This comes from the Office of the Assistant Secretary of Defense for Public Affairs. It was released 3 minutes ago. Quote, "The Department of Defense is aware of the unauthorized aerial activity over the continental United States. NORAD is tracking multiple high-velocity bogies with non-standard radar cross-sections. We are currently monitoring the situation. We urge the public to remain calm and avoid interfering with military operations." End quote.
That's it? Non-standard radar cross-sections?
That's Pentagon speak for we don't know what it is, and we can't catch it. They didn't say Santa. They didn't say sleigh. They said bogies.
But Michael, look at the international wires. It's 1 p.m. in London. The BBC is reporting that he was there last night. Thousands of sightings. Same in Tokyo. Same in Sydney. This isn't just an American thing. This is global.
Okay, so it's a global coordinated event. But the reaction here, people are panicking. We're getting reports of store rushes. Not for batteries, not for water.
For milk and cookies.
I wish that was a joke. I'm looking at a text from a listener in Paramus, New Jersey. I'm at the 24-hour grocery. People are fighting over whole milk and Chips Ahoy. They're saying if they leave an offering, he won't hurt them, or he'll give them money.
Superstition. We're reverting to superstition in less than 3 hours.
It's fear, Jenny. People see something they can't explain, they try to bargain with it. Please, Mr. Entity, here's a cookie. Don't coal bomb my house.
Michael, we have a caller on line 1. You need to see who this is. It's an NYPD officer, off duty.
Put him through. I'm stepping back. You take this, Jenny.
Officer Martinez, you're on the air. Thank you for your service.
Yeah. I'm safe. I'm home now, in Queens. But I was in the city earlier. I got off shift at 6 a.m.
What did you see, officer?
I was cutting through Central Park, near the reservoir. It was quiet. The snow was fresh. I saw a figure on a bench, just sitting there.
A figure?
Serious. Big guy. Massive. He had the coat. The red coat. But it wasn't like a costume. It looked heavy, like leather and wool. It was worn, scratched, like he'd been crawling through tight spaces.
Did you approach him?
I did. I put my hand on my weapon, force of habit. I said, "Sir, park's closed." He didn't move. He was feeding the birds. But there were no birds. He was throwing seeds into the snow. And the snow was glowing where the seeds landed.
Glowing?
Then he turned around. Jenny, his face, it wasn't a mask. It was real. The beard was real. His eyes, they were like looking into a furnace, bright, burning, but not angry, just intense.
What did he do?
He stood up. He towered over me. I'm 6'2". He made me like a kid. He looked right at my name tag. He didn't read it. He just knew. He said, "Hello, James."
He knew your name.
He said, "How was Maria? That's my daughter. She had leukemia last year. She's in remission now." He said, "She's a fighter. You raised her well."
He knew about your daughter?
I froze. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. He just smiled. It wasn't a goofy smile. It was sad and proud. He patted my shoulder. His hand was like a vice, but gentle. He said, "Keep the watch, James. It's a long night." And then the wind picked up. Snow swirled around us. I blinked, and he was gone. Just gone. And where he stood, there was a toy. A little wooden police car for Maria.
Oh my God, officer, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
I've been a cop for 15 years. I've seen everything. Murders, jumpers, you name it. But that was the most terrified I've ever been, and the most peaceful. I don't know how to explain it.
I think you explained it perfectly. Go hug your daughter, James.
That was Officer Martinez.
He knew his name, Michael. He knew about the leukemia, just like the caller earlier with the embezzlement. He knows everything.
That's the part that bothers me, the surveillance aspect. If this entity knows our medical history, our crimes, our names, that's not just a visit. That's an invasion of privacy on a cosmic scale.
But he gave him a toy. He cured the kids in Chicago. Why are you so cynical?
Because I'm looking at the wire reports, Jenny. It's not all toys and cures. We have reports from the Vatican. The Pope has called an emergency synod. There are cardinals saying this is a deceptive miracle, that it's demonic.
Demonic?
Reading, false idols, dark magic. Then you have the televangelists saying it's the end times. And then you have the scientists. Listen to this from the NOAA weather station at the North Pole.
There's a weather station at the North Pole?
There's a buoy and a monitoring station. They just transmitted a data packet. The ambient temperature at the geographic North Pole just spiked. It went from 40 below zero to 80 degrees Fahrenheit in a 3-mile radius.
80 degrees? That would melt the ice cap.
It is melting. They're detecting massive steam plumes and seismic activity. Workshop-level activity is what one researcher called it on a secure channel that just leaked. Tremors, machinery, large-scale industrial vibration coming from under the ice.
Under the ice? Like a base?
A factory, Jenny. A factory that just turned on after a long hibernation. And if he's delivering billions of items, that factory must be massive.
Okay, so we have an underwater industrial complex, a psychic entity flying faster than sound, and the military chasing him, and now the CDC.
Yeah, the CDC just issued a health advisory. They aren't calling it a miracle. They're calling it unexplained biological anomalies. They are advising hospitals to quarantine patients who have experienced spontaneous recovery.
Quarantine? They're curing kids and the government wants to lock them up.
They don't know if it's permanent, Jenny. They don't know if it's a virus that looks like a cure. They have to be safe. But the public isn't listening. I'm seeing videos of people standing on their roofs with signs, "Pick me, come here."
That's dangerous. If the jets are up there.
Wait, hold on. The screen just changed.
What? What is it?
The emergency alert system, the crawler, it's overriding the commercial feed.
Turn up the monitor.
Okay, it's the tone. Folks, if you're driving, do not let this startle you. This is a presidential alert.
It's scrolling. Department of Homeland Security. Civil authority issue.
Reading intently. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Department of Homeland Security. All United citizens are ordered to shelter in place immediately. Unidentified aerial phenomena are currently transiting U.S. airspace. These entities are not, repeat, not under government control.
Keep reading, Michael. The next part.
Voice drops. Do not attempt to signal, summon, or approach the entity commonly referred to as Santa Claus.
They said it. They actually said it.
Continuing. This entity has demonstrated Class 5 reality-altering capabilities. Contact may result in unpredictable physical and psychological effects. If you suspect your residence has been breached, do not enter the affected room. Wait for authorities. The United States Armed Forces have been authorized to engage if the entity threatens critical infrastructure.
Authorized to engage? They're going to shoot Santa Claus?
Stunned. Class 5 reality-altering capabilities? That's not a term I've ever heard. They have a classification for this? Since when?
Since always, maybe. Maybe they knew. Michael, they just told 300 million people that Santa Claus is real, he's dangerous, and they're going to war with him.
I need a moment. I think the whole country needs a moment. Do not summon the entity.
Michael, the sky. Look at the sky.
What? Terrified. The clouds. They're turning green. Not northern lights green. Sick green. And I hear... Do you hear that rumble? That's not thunder. That's a sonic boom. A continuous sonic boom. He's speeding up.
Where is he now?
Checking Twitter, wire. Reports are coming in from Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh. He just cleared Pittsburgh in seconds. He's moving toward the Midwest. He's moving toward the missile silos in the Dakotas.
Oh, God, the nuclear silos.
Grave. If he touches those, if he lands on a nuclear silo, the Air Force won't hesitate. They can't hesitate.
Face of 5. That's not a term I've ever heard. They have a classification for this? Since when?
Since always, maybe. Maybe they knew. Michael, they just told 300 million people that Santa Claus is real. He's dangerous, and they're going to war with him.
I need a moment. I think the whole country needs a moment. Do not summon the entity.
Michael, the sky. Look at the sky.
What?
Terrified. The clouds. They're turning green. Not northern lights green. Sick green. And I hear... Do you hear that rumble? That's not thunder. That's a sonic boom. A continuous sonic boom. He's speeding up.
Where is he now?
Checking Twitter, wire. Reports are coming in from Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh. He just cleared Pittsburgh in seconds. He's moving toward the Midwest. He's moving toward the missile silos in the Dakotas.
Oh, God, the nuclear silos.
Grave. If he touches those, if he lands on a nuclear silo, the Air Force won't hesitate. They can't hesitate.
He's just delivering toys.
Darkly. Is he? Or is he doing something else? We heard about the coal. We heard about the cures. What if he decides the nuclear weapons are on the naughty list? Silence. Think about it. Return, he told the embezzler. What if he tells the U.S. government to return their weapons?
That would be
treason. Or revolution. We have to take a break. I need to call my wife. Folks, stay inside, hide your cookies, and for God's sake, don't look up. This is RedZone Radio. We are in uncharted territory. If you're just joining us, I don't even know where to start. We are currently in hour 3 of the... let's call it what it is, the Santa crisis.
Is it a crisis, Michael? Or is it a miracle?
Sigh. Depending on who you ask, it's both. Here's the situation. The New York Stock Exchange has suspended trading. The opening bell didn't ring. The SEC issued a halt due to unforeseen market volatility. Why? Because how do you value Amazon or Walmart when an entity is distributing billions of dollars of merchandise for free, instantaneously?
The malls are chaos. I'm seeing footage from the Roosevelt Field Mall. People aren't shopping, they're protesting or praying. There's a group burning credit card bills in the parking lot, signs that say the economy is a lie.
Yeah, what's the point of capitalism if Santa is real? That's the trending hashtag. It's a fair question. If you can wish for it and it appears, the supply chain is obsolete.
Michael, we have breaking news from Washington.
Go ahead.
Reading. The White House press secretary has just confirmed that the president will address the nation at 12 p.m. noon, an emergency broadcast regarding the Christmas Day phenomenon.
Tense. Noon. That's 2 hours from now. They're buying time. They need to figure out if they're greeting a dignitary or fighting an alien. Speaking of fighting, we have reports from the Beltway.
Yeah, listeners in D.C. are reporting sonic booms, massive ones. The windows of the Capitol building reportedly rattled. Visual confirmation of a red sleigh moving at Mach speeds directly over the White House.
Incredible. He buzzed the White House?
He flew right through the restricted airspace. The Secret Service reportedly evacuated the West Wing to the bunker. 2 F-22 Raptors were scrambled from Andrews Air Force Base. They couldn't catch him, Michael. The pilots reported the target performed impossible physics, turning 90 degrees at Mach 3 without decelerating.
Inertia doesn't apply to him. Gravity doesn't apply. We're dealing with a being that ignores the laws of physics.
Michael, maybe he ignores the laws of man, too. We have a caller online, too. A corrections officer from upstate, Sing Sing Correctional Facility.
A prison? Okay, put him through. Officer, you're on RedZone.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm calling from the guard station in cell block B. We're on lockdown, but not because of a riot.
What happened, officer?
He got in. I don't know how. The perimeter fence is electrified. The walls are 20 feet high. But at 8:15 a.m., the cameras in the solitary housing unit just went white. Total static.
And then?
When the picture came back, the door to cell 14 was open. That cell belongs to, well, I can't say the name, but a lifer, bad guy. But he's been different lately. Found religion, been tutoring the younger guys.
Did he escape?
Pause. No, he was sitting on his bunk, crying. He was holding a photo album of his kids. He hasn't seen them in 20 years. And on the table, there was a pardon.
A what?
A document. Old parchment, red wax seal. It says, pardoned for good conduct. And it's signed SC.
Officer, a piece of paper from Santa Claus isn't a legal pardon. The governor has to sign that.
That's the thing. The warden came down. He looked at it. He called the governor's office. The governor said he woke up this morning and found a duplicate copy on his own nightstand, signed by him. The governor says he doesn't remember signing it, but it's his signature. It's legal.
He's overriding the legal system?
And cell 15, the guy next door, unrepentant, nasty piece of work. His
cell is filled with coal, floor to ceiling. He can't even move, just buried in coal. I gotta go. The chaplain is hyperventilating.
Okay. Thank you, officer.
Michael, coal for the bad, pardons for the good. It's the naughty and nice list. It's
actually being enforced. But who decides? Who decides who is naughty? That's due process. You can't just bury a man in coal without a trial. This is vigilantism.
Is it? Or is it justice? Real justice?
It's chaos. We have a caller on line 4, Sarah from Manhattan. She's in the financial district. Sarah, tell me you aren't buried in coal.
No, I'm not. But my boss is. I'm an executive assistant at a hedge fund. We came in early to manage the market crash.
Go on.
Go on. My boss, he's been, let's say, creative with the numbers. He was screaming on the phone, trying to sell off assets. Suddenly, the air conditioning vents started rattling. Black dust started shooting out everywhere.
Oh no.
A lump of coal, the size of a bowling ball, fell right onto his mahogany desk, cracked it in half. And then his computer, his screen turned black, and red text scrolled across it. I know what you took.
It hacked the computer?
Then the files started deleting themselves, or emailing themselves. The SEC just tweeted that they received an anonymous data dump of our entire ledger. He's ruining us, Michael. He's exposing everyone.
Immediate karma. The naughty list isn't just coal. It's data leaks. It's exposure.
And what about the nice list? We need to talk about that.
Jenny, you've been crying for the last 10 minutes. What's going on?
Jenny, taking a deep breath, voice shaking. I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to jinx it, or I thought maybe I was crazy.
What happened?
Tears audible. My sister, Karen, she lives in Ohio. She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer last month, stage 3. It was bad, Michael. We were looking at hospices.
I know. I'm so sorry.
She just called me during the break. She said she woke up hungry, really hungry. She hasn't eaten in weeks. She went to the kitchen and made eggs. She said she felt light.
She felt light?
Crying hard. Her husband drove her to the ER because they thought maybe it was the surge before the end, you know? The doctors did a scan. Michael, there's no tumor. There's no scar tissue. Her pancreas is pristine, like it's brand new. Desperate. And on her nightstand, there was a letter she wrote in 1994 when she was 7 years old, asking Santa to please make sure I grow up to be a grandma someday. It was just sitting there, unfolded.
He answered a letter from 1994?
He answered it retroactively. He went back and fixed it. Or he fixed it now because she asked then. I don't understand the physics, Michael. I don't care about the physics. My sister is going to live.
I need a second. That's beautiful, Jenny. That is truly beautiful.
Sniffling. But it scares me, because if he can do that, if he can rewrite biology, what else can he do?
We're getting reports that he's not just hitting homes. He's at Ground Zero, the 9/11 memorial. People are saying a figure was seen kneeling by the pools, leaving white roses. He's at the VA hospital in the Bronx. Veterans who haven't walked in years are getting up.
It's a healing. It's a mass healing event.
And the government is terrified of it, because you can't control a god. And that's what this is looking like. We have an update from NORAD, a new one.
Jenny, read it.
Update 0945 hours. NORAD confirms tracking of supersonic sleigh currently over the Midwest. Status changed from track and engage to observe only. Military engagement is not advised. Repeat, not advised. Entity has demonstrated no hostile intent. All aircraft are ordered to maintain a 5-mile buffer.
They stood down, thank God.
Or they realize they can't scratch him. You don't shoot at something that can turn 90 degrees at Mach 3 and cure cancer. You just watch.
Michael, The internet is slowing down. My feed is buffering.
Yeah, the bandwidth is crushed. Everyone is uploading videos. Everyone is video calling their families. The infrastructure can't handle the miracle.
What happens when the president speaks at noon? What can he possibly say? My fellow Americans, magic is real?
He has to say something. Because right now, the Vatican is calling this a divine manifestation. The scientists are calling it a physics paradox. And the hedge fund managers are calling it the end of the world. We are watching the systems we built, law, medicine, economics, crumble in real time.
Softly. But my sister is eating eggs, Michael. The system's crumbled, but she's eating eggs.
I know, Jen. I know. And maybe that's the trade-off. Maybe the world needs to break a little bit to get fixed.
Pause. I just got a text from my husband.
Alert? Is everything okay?
Pale. He says, "Don't come home."
Alarmed? Why? Is it the house?
Voice trembling. He says, "There are elves on the lawn. Hundreds of them. They're fixing the roof. They're fixing the siding. But, Jenny, they aren't cute. They look like they're made of stone and root, and they are fast."
Construction crews. He's repairing the infrastructure too?
Terrified. Or fortifying it.
Grim. We're going to take a break. I need to check on my own house. If you were listening, if you have stone elves on your lawn, do not engage. Let them work. 11 o'clock. 11 a.m. Eastern. We are 1 hour away from the presidential address. I'm Michael Hale.
I'm Jenny Slater. And Michael, look at the street.
I can't look at the street, Jenny. If I look at the street, I'm going to have a panic attack. But for the listeners, we are on the 6th floor in Midtown. Usually we see taxis, buses, bike messengers. Right now, it's a sea of people.
It's wall to wall. 6th Avenue is a parking lot, but nobody is honking. People are out of their cars. They're standing on the roofs of the taxis. They're looking up. It's absolutely silent outside. Thousands of people, and it's silent.
They're waiting. The whole world is waiting. We have the White House feed queued up. The press secretary said the president will speak at noon sharp. But before we get there, we have to talk about what just happened at Rockefeller Center.
We have Todd on line 1. He's a cab driver. He was stuck right in front of the tree when he landed.
Todd, can you hear us over the crowd?
Yeah, I hear you. Michael, you wouldn't believe it.
Tell us what you saw, Todd. We're hearing rumors that he landed right by the skating rink.
Landed? Nah, he didn't land. He arrived. 1 second, sky is empty. Next second, boom! Sleigh is right there on the ice. The skaters, they didn't scream. They just parted, like the Red Sea. And he stepped out.
What did he look like up close?
Big, like a linebacker, but old, ancient. His coat, it had frost on it, real heavy frost. He walked right up to the barrier. There was this kid crying because his mom couldn't afford the skating fee. Santa just looked at the kid. He didn't say a word. He just reached into that sack and pulled out a pair of skates. Golden skates.
Golden skates?
Swear on my mother. And then he looked at me. I'm sitting in my cab, window down. He looks right at me, pointing a finger. I froze. I thought, oh no, what did I do? But he smiles, and he says, in this voice that sounded like thunder wrapped in velvet, he says, Todd, that was kind of you to help Mrs. Higgins with her groceries last Tuesday.
He knew about Mrs. Higgins?
I didn't tell nobody that. It was just a fare. She didn't have the cash. I let it slide and carried her bags up. He knew. He said, kindness echoes, Todd. And then he tossed something into my passenger seat.
What was it? What was it?
It's a medallion. Heavy gold. It says Order of St. Nicholas. Man, I'm shaking. The vibe out here. It's not panic anymore. It's like church, but fun. People are hugging. Strangers are hugging. In New York.
Strangers hugging in New York? Now I know it's the end times. Thanks, Todd. Stay safe.
Kindness echoes. That's the message.
It's a beautiful message, but we have to look at the other side of the coin. The naughty side. Because while Todd is getting medallions, other people are, well, they're having a very different morning.
We have a report from the NYPD Wire. A bank robbery in progress in the Bronx. Or it was.
Yeah. 3 armed suspects entered a Citibank at 10:45 a.m. They demanded cash. They tried to fire a warning shot into the ceiling.
What happened?
The gun jammed. The suspect cleared it, tried again, jammed. The second suspect tried to pistol whip the guard. His arm locked up.
Locked up?
The police report says suspects 1, 2, and 3 paralyzed from the neck down upon attempting violence. Suspects remained frozen in standing positions until officers arrived. Suspects were weeping and apologizing uncontrollably.
Forced pacification?
It looks like it. If you try to hurt someone today, you can't. The physics of violence have been suspended. That is terrifying power. That is God-level intervention.
But is it bad if nobody can get hurt?
It's the loss of free will, Jenny. If I can't choose to be bad, does being good matter?
Try telling that to the bank teller who didn't get shot.
Fair point. But the markets are reacting to this loss of will. Amazon stock is down 40% in pre-market trading. Lockheed Martin down 60%. If war is impossible and goods are free, the economy is zero. It's over.
Michael, Jerry just waved at us from the booth.
What does the station manager want now?
He's signaling cut the feed. He wants us to evacuate. He says the crowd downstairs is pushing into the lobby. They want to use the transmitter to send a message to Santa.
I'm not cutting the feed. The president is speaking in 15 minutes. We are staying. Lock the studio door, Jenny. Put a chair under the handle.
Done. We're locked in.
Good. We're riding this out. We have a caller on line 3. A scientist? Dr. Aris again? No, this is Dr. Chen from MIT.
Dr. Chen, welcome. We have 10 minutes before the president. Give us the science. Is this real?
It's not just real, Jenny. It's a paradigm shift. We're detecting new particles. We're calling them clausins, for lack of a better term.
Clausins? You're kidding.
I'm not. We're measuring a field effect that permeates matter. It responds to conscious intent, specifically altruistic intent. When someone does something good, the field spikes. When someone tries to do harm, the field increases viscosity. It literally stops them. It's a morality field, a tangible, physical morality field.
You're saying morality is now a force of physics? Like gravity?
Exactly. And the energy source? It's coming from the north. The amplitude suggests a massive generator. We think the legends of the Christmas spirit were just primitive interpretations of a psychokinetic energy grid, and it just got turned back on.
Wonder it got turned back on? Meaning it was off?
Maybe for centuries. Maybe that's why the world has been so dark. The grid was down. But he fixed it. He's rebooting the system.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you. My brain is melting. Psychokinetic morality grid? Sure. Why not?
Michael, 2 minutes. The White House feed is live. There's the seal.
Okay. Folks, wherever you are, if you're in your car, pull over. If you're at home, get the kids. This is it. The President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, and indeed citizens of the world, and indeed citizens of the world. Throughout our history, there have been moments that divide time, before and after. Today is such a moment. By now, you have seen the videos. You have seen the skies. You have witnessed the impossible. For the last 70 years, the United States government, in cooperation with our allies and, at times, our adversaries, has kept a secret deemed too destabilizing for the public trust. In 1951, during a routine reconnaissance flight over the Arctic Circle, the U.S. Air Force encountered a facility that did not appear on any map. It was not Soviet. It was not human. We established contact. We learned that the entity, known to history as St. Nicholas, Father Christmas, Santa Claus, is real. He is a terrestrial entity of immense power and age. For reasons we are still understanding, he entered a period of dormancy shortly after the Industrial Revolution. The spirit faded. But today, he has returned. We do not know why he chose today. We do not know why the dormancy has ended. But we know this: he is not a threat to those of goodwill. However, his return challenges the very foundations of our society. Our economy, our laws, our understanding of physics, all must be reevaluated. To the parents listening, do not fear. To the children, you were right. You were always right. I have ordered all military forces to stand down. We will not engage. We will simply believe. May God bless you all, and God bless Santa Claus.
Holy.
He admitted it. 1951. They knew since 1951.
They knew. For 70 years, they let us think it was a myth. They let us grow up, get cynical, get hard. They knew magic was real, and they classified it.
Why? Why would they hide it?
Too destabilizing. You heard him. If people know they can get what they need by being good, nobody works in the factories. Nobody buys the bonds. The Secret Santa program. God, the arrogance.
Michael, the internet just crashed. Not slowed down. Crashed. I think half the planet just fainted.
I feel like fainting. We're sitting here, locked in a studio, with a chair under the door, while the president just told us that the last century of human history was a lie. A lie because they didn't want us to have the magic.
But we have it now. He's back. The grid is back on.
Yeah, he's back. And I'm not staying in this booth anymore.
What?
I'm done reporting on this from a box. I want to see it. I want to see the morality field. I want to see the golden skates. Jenny, grab your coat.
But the station manager? The crowd?
The crowd is hugging, remember? It's a love fest out there. We're going to Rockefeller Center. We're going to broadcast from the sleigh.
You're serious?
I've never been more serious. Let's go meet him.
Okay, I've got the mobile unit. Folks, we are going mobile. Stay tuned. We're walking into the new world.
God bless Santa Claus. I can't believe he said that.
America, we are back. It's 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're just joining us, you've missed a day that already feels like a lifetime. Santa's return is no longer rumor, no longer maybe. It's official. It's happening, and the country is changing minute by minute.
We want to anchor this hour in what people are experiencing right now. Not theories, not trending nonsense. What's actually unfolding across your towns, your streets, your institutions.
And here's the headline that keeps repeating across states like a drumbeat: the naughty list. People are calling it that because we don't have a better phrase yet.
We're getting reports from police departments, hospitals, shelters, and families that criminals, violent offenders, are suddenly overwhelmed by guilt. Some say they can't physically bring themselves to hurt anyone anymore.
It's like something inside them turned on.
Prisons are reporting mass remorse. Not isolated, not one facility. We're talking Texas, Ohio, California, Florida, New York. Hardened inmates crying, confessing, asking to make it right. Wardens saying order isn't being kept by force right now. It's being kept by conscience.
Banks are overwhelmed. White-collar criminals returning stolen money voluntarily. People walking into lobbies with bags, ledgers, years of documents, saying, "I took this. I'm sorry."
Political corruption is unraveling in real time. Officials resigning mid-conference. Others confessing on camera like they can't hold it in another second. And I hate saying this, but it sounds like a kind of moral gravity pulling people toward truth.
Which raises the question we've been circling all day. Is forced goodness real goodness?
Yeah. Is this justice or mind control?
Maybe they're not forced. Maybe they're finally feeling what they were supposed to feel all along. Conscience isn't a leash, Michael. It's supposed to be a compass.
I want to believe that. I do. But I also know how fragile free will is. If the world is changing because something makes people be better, what does that mean for who we are?
Let's go to the phones. We've got a male caller who's been on hold. That's me. RedZone Radio. You're on with Jenny. What's your name?
Jenny, I'm David. Listen, I've been clean 6 months. 6 months isn't a long time, but it's the longest I've ever done. An hour ago, I was walking past this church in Philly. I didn't go in. I was just standing outside, trying to breathe. And he was there. Santa. Just there, like it was normal.
David, what happened?
He looked at me and said he was proud. Said I fought hard this year. Said I wasn't on the naughty list. Jenny, nobody's ever said that to me. Not like that. I don't even know how he knew my name.
David, I'm proud of you too. Keep that 6 months going. Keep going for you.
I will. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, David.
That call, right there, is the other side of this reckoning. Not punishment, recognition. People who've been truly good, quietly good, are saying they're being granted small wishes. Not yachts or mansions, things that matter. Reconciliation, a second chance, a voice they lost, finding its way back.
We also have repeated confirmations that Santa has been spotted at ICE detention centers and border facilities, reuniting families separated for years. Officers are reporting it like they're reading the weather, stunned but unable to deny it.
Places of worship are overflowing. Churches, mosques, synagogues, temples. Some see this as divine. Some see it as a crisis of faith. But nobody's ignoring it.
And some people are trying to resist. They're describing the feeling like being watched, judged, unable to do wrong even if they want to. That terrifies them. which I get it. Being seen clearly can feel like standing naked in winter.
Our own station is fighting to stay on air. Power flickers, equipment glitches. Engineers say it isn't normal grid failure. It's like the air itself is interfering.
That takes us into the next hour. The moral reality is tilting, and so is the economic one.
It's 3 p.m. Eastern now. Here's what's happening globally. Stock markets are closed worldwide. Currency values are uncertain. Investors don't know what an economy means when scarcity might evaporate.
Because Santa has announced the North Pole can provide basic needs for everyone: food, shelter, warmth, not as a promise someday, but as a capability now.
You can feel the old world cracking. The whole system we built around not enough is looking at a future where there might be enough for all.
And billionaires are reacting like human beings do in a storm. Some are giving everything away, setting up shelters, paying debts, saying if magic is real, hoarding is nonsense. Others are doubling down, trying to hold power like a drowning person clutching a rock.
And some corrupt, wealthy individuals are reporting their mansions filling with coal, vaults turning to dust, money literally losing meaning in their hands. Whatever this force is, it doesn't seem impressed by status.
Military is standing down across continents. We're getting confirmations of weapons refusing to fire when aimed with hostile intent. Wars ending not by treaty, but by inability to keep fighting.
The United Nations is in an emergency session right now, trying to talk about governance in a world where morality is enforced by something older than any country on Earth.
And children's voices are suddenly louder than any politician. They're showing minor magical abilities in clusters across states, flight in little bursts, animals calming down when kids touch them, lights bending when they laugh. It's not chaos. It's like innocence has weight.
Jenny, what does Santa know about us? About me? About you? About everybody listening? What have we done this year that we thought didn't matter?
Michael, I have to ask, are you afraid of being judged?
Terrified. Terrified and hopeful at the same time.
We're on backup power now, not because the city is destroyed, but because the infrastructure can't keep up with what's happening. And I want to take one call before we move to the next hour. We've got a female caller online too. Michael, that's you.
RedZone Radio, you're on with Michael. What's your name?
Hi, Michael. I'm Angela. I don't even know how to say this on air. My abuser, from when I was a kid, he lived a normal life, like nothing happened. I've carried this for 20 years. This morning, he showed up at my sister's house, crying, could barely stand. He told us everything, apologized, said he couldn't breathe anymore with what he'd done. And then he called the police himself. Michael, I've waited half my life for that moment, and I didn't know if it would heal me or break me.
Angela, I'm so sorry you went through that, and I'm grateful you're safe now. What you're describing, whether it's magic or conscience or both, is something real. It matters. Please take care of yourself today. You don't have to sort all your feelings alone.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Angela.
That's the reckoning. Not vengeance, not spectacle. Truth finally pulling itself into daylight.
That's the reckoning. Not vengeance, not spectacle. Truth finally pulling itself into daylight.
It's 4 p.m. Eastern. Santa has made another address, and it might be the most important one yet.
He says humanity has to choose wonder and goodness, or cynicism and fear.
If we choose wonder, magic stays. If cynicism wins, magic fades again.
There's no ballot box, no voting booth, but you can feel people declaring their choice in every city, every home. A worldwide referendum happening in real time.
Children are leading it. Adults are learning to believe again from kids who look at all this like it's what the world was supposed to be.
Jenny and I had a personal encounter with Santa just a little while ago. We didn't talk about it on air right away because we needed a second to breathe.
He looked at me and said, "Jenny, you've always believed in making people happy. That's the real magic." I just broke down, not from fear, from relief, like I'd been carrying a weight I didn't know I had.
He told me, doubt isn't the enemy of belief. He said journalists like me keep the world honest. Even him. And I don't know how to explain what that did to my chest. It felt like forgiveness and responsibility at the same time.
Scientists are publishing fast theories. Magic behaves like quantum rules. Belief shapes reality, not metaphorically, literally. If enough people believe, the world bends to hold it.
Religious leaders are mostly united now. They're saying this isn't replacing faith, it's manifesting it. And those who reject Santa, they're not punished. They just experience nothing. No gifts, no healings, no magic. Their choice is respected.
We're losing power fast. The final hours of this broadcast feel uncertain, so if you're hearing us right now, stay close.
We've got final check-ins from recurring callers. Lisa is a female caller. I'll take her. Lisa, you're on with Michael.
Michael, we're organizing food runs. We've got neighbors checking on the elderly, people opening their homes. It's like the whole block remembered how to be human. Thank you for staying calm for us today. We needed it.
Lisa, you helped us understand what this looks like on the ground. Merry Christmas.
Marcus is on the line. I'll take him. Marcus, you're with Jenny.
Jenny, my girls are different, but in a good way. They keep asking how to help other kids now. They say Santa told them being nice means you do something with it. I'm not scared anymore. I feel like maybe we get to be better than we were.
Marcus, that's a beautiful place to land on Christmas Day. Thank you.
It's 5 p.m. Eastern. The sky looks impossible. Stars in daylight. Aurora ribbons stretching over America. From Miami to Minneapolis. From Phoenix to Portland. Reality is shimmering, like it's remembering itself.
North Pole has opened diplomatic relations with every nation. Mrs. Claus addressed the UN. Elves and other beings are emerging worldwide. Fairy tales weren't fantasy. They were history we forgot.
Children everywhere now show minor magic, flight, healing, talking to nature. Adults with pure hearts are changing too. Innocence isn't age, it's how you live.
Communities are reorganizing around kindness, not economics. Jobs are transforming overnight. Teachers becoming guides for magic ethics. Doctors partnering with healing abilities.
Our station is about to go dark. Not from attack, not from collapse, from transition. The old world's infrastructure can't carry what's coming next.
Santa appeared to us again a moment ago. He thanked us for documenting the day. He said truth tellers matter in the new world.
We're going to hold a moment here, not for drama, but to acknowledge what we're leaving behind. The old world gave us families, laughter, art, science, sacrifice. It also gave us cruelty, scarcity, fear. Today, we watched it change.
This is the first day of forever, and I don't think any of us are ready, but I think most of us are willing.
This is Michael Hale, RedZone Radio. It's 6 p.m. on Christmas Day. The world we knew this morning no longer exists.
In 12 hours, everything changed. We watched humanity choose magic, choose wonder, choose each other.
We came on air thinking we'd talk about dinner plans and football. Instead, we witnessed the rebirth of magic.
To everyone listening, whatever comes next, we face it together, with wonder, with belief.
This is Michael Hale, RedZone Radio. It's 6 p.m. on Christmas Day. The world we knew this morning no longer exists.
In 12 hours, everything changed. We watched humanity choose magic, choose wonder, choose each other.
We came on air thinking we'd talk about dinner plans and football. Instead, we witnessed the rebirth of magic.
To everyone listening, whatever comes next, we face it together, with wonder, with belief.
This is RedZone Radio, signing off from the old world. When we come back, we'll all be different. Merry Christmas, America.